what's up guys? So I haven't posted a video in probably about a week, so welcome back to my channel. Like I said, I'm gonna start posting a lot more videos, and definitely waiting for the freaking weather up here in the north to cooperate. One day it's snowing, then the next day it's raining, and by the time I get out of work it's freaking raining. So you know, I can't take that boat out right there because I ain't going in the rain. I freaking work in the rain enough the way it is. So definitely don't want to do that. So I think for now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to make a, just go over all my rods and how I have them set up, what kind of line I have on them, what kind of lures I throw on them, what kind of reels, the lengths, the powers, the actions, stuff like that. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button below here or down here somewhere, wherever the subscribe button is, and hit that bell notification so every time I upload a video you're notified, and make sure it's on all so every video I upload you'll get a notification about, because I plan on doing a lot more fishing videos. Finally got my GoPro set up the way I want, got good audio. Ended up changing my mic on it, so that should, if we get a day that's nice and it cooperates with us and it's not raining or snowing up here, then I'll go out on the friggin' boat. So I'm gonna show you guys my rods, and then I'll go through each individual one and talk about them real quick and tell you guys how I have them set up and what I'm using. All right, so here, my first rod, I guess we'll start off with my spinning rods. I have two spinning rods. This one here is a favorite, Yampa River. This is my ultralight rod. It's 6 foot, and it's, once again, ultralight. Yeah, 6 foot. My action on it's slow. So this is a good rod for creeks and just small trout and panfish. That's pretty much why I got this, so I could start going fishing in creeks and rivers and just getting into that trout fishing game. It's spooled up on a 2000 series reel. This is the Lew's Custom Pro Speed Stick, Speed Spool, Speed Spin. I don't know, it was like 130 bucks. And then I have 10-pound Power Pro braid tied onto this as well. And then I have a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader tied on to the braid with an Alberto knot. So it goes through the guides pretty nice, and I don't have to use any swivels or anything like that. So I'll show you guys my next spinning rod, which is a medium heavy. All right guys, so here's my other rod. This is my medium heavy. This is a 7 foot, no, this ain't medium heavy. I'm sorry, this is a 7 foot medium rod. 7 foot medium spinning rod. This is what I'll throw, my other lures from 1/4 ounce to 3/8 of an ounce. I'll throw on this spinning rod. Mainly, those smaller light lures I'll throw on here. My weightless Texas rigs I'll throw on this. Texas rigged Senkos and stuff like that. And I have 10-pound Power Pro braid on this as well. And this is on a 2500 Shimano Stratic. I also have a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader as well, also tied on with the Alberto knot. I don't know if you can see, but maybe I can get this. That's what the Alberto knot looks like right there. I don't know if you could see that, but hey, I'm trying, so bear with me. But if you guys want to see a video on the Alberto knot, let me know. I'll gladly try to make a video on it. I also put a little bit of super glue on that knot too, to help the rubbing as it goes through the guides. I just cover it in super glue a little, try to make that knot a little more abrasion resistant as it's going through the guides, and it seems to help. That's my spinning rod. And I also have a little label down here that tells me what size line I have on it, what size leader I have on it, and the date that I put it on, so then I know how old my line is. Okay, here is my jerkbait rod. This is a 6/8 medium powered rod for my jerkbaits. I like a nice short rod so I get that good twitch action, and I like a medium for my jerk baits. And really anything with the trebles, you would like to have a medium power rod. That way you don't rip the trebles out of the fish's mouth as you're going to set the hook. Yeah, 6/8 medium power rod, extra fast action rod. I have 10-pound fluorocarbon line on this. I believe it's Seagar fluorocarbon line. I use nothing but straight fluorocarbon for my jerk baits to get them down as deep as possible and to get the best action out of that bait, and I don't ruin the action of the bait by going too heavy. You could go 10-12 pound. I wouldn't go any heavier than 12. So that's what I use for my jerk baits, and this is the only rod that I use for it. And once again, I have the label on the back, what size line, the date that I put the line on, stuff like that. And this is on a Shimano Corrado 201 high gear ratio reel, and it's the left-handed retrieve 7.4 to 1. Okay, so maybe we're not going to get through all these rods. It is getting dark out here, so here's a new rod that I'm testing out. This is a Dobbins Furies series rod. I've heard good things about Dobbins through, you know, Lake Fork guy. When he first started his YouTube channel, that's all he ever used. So I figured, you know, they were in the store, I'd give them a try. But I haven't heard good things about them. I keep hearing they keep breaking on people, so I guess we'll see. But anyways, this is what I'm using for my swim bait rod right here. This is a 7-foot medium heavy, and it's spooled with 15-pound fluorocarbon line, and it's on a Shimano Corrado 201 high gear ratio reel, left-hand retrieve, and it's also 7.4 to 1 gear ratio. The rod so far, it seems very sensitive. I've caught 2 fish on this rod so far and haven't had a problem yet. Maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 more rods, and then if you guys want to see any more, you want to know how I rig them up or spool them up, just let me know. Post in the comments below, and you know, I'll gladly reply back to you, or I'll make a video on whatever you want to see. Okay, so here is my crankbait rod, my square bill, shallow running crankbaits, medium diving crankbaits I use on this rod. This is a 7-foot medium heavy fast action rod. This is a Tyrannus castaway rod. I bought this because when I first started getting into fishing was when I was first started watching Flair from the Googan squad. He always used these when he first started, and I seen them in the store and I had to give them a try, and I've caught tons and tons and tons of fish off of this one rod, and it's very sensitive, actually really good for the money. So I use this 7-foot medium heavy for my crankbaits. I have 15-pound fluorocarbon line on this, so you don't need a real thin diameter line for these shallow running crankbaits, because it's pretty shallow where you're fishing, so you don't want 10-pound line. 15 is pretty good for those shallow square bill crankbaits, 1.5s, anything running from, you know, 2 to 5 feet, 2 to 6 feet, pretty good with 15-pound line. So that's what I use for my shallow running crankbaits. And once again, Shimano Corrado 201 high gear ratio reel, 7.4 left-handed retrieve. Unlike all my rods, I have that little label there with some tape over it to let me know the size line and the date that I put it on, so I know when to change it. And like I said, it comes in handy because I forgot what size line was on here. I'm trying to make these videos as good as I can. Right now I'm just trying to beat the sunlight. Okay, hopefully the audio sounds good on this too. I have no idea, but here's what I'm using for my jig rod. This is probably mainly for anything that's not real thick cover, light cover, or to no cover at all. This would be my jig rod, flipping, swim jigs, you know, stuff like that. And this is a 7.5 medium heavy rod, spooled up with 15-pound fluorocarbon line, and this is spooled up on a Shimano Corrado 200 HG, and this is a right hand retrieve reel. I am gonna get another left-handed one for this just because I hate the right-handed retrieve. Trying to switch everything to left hand. So, and this is a medium heavy, fast action as well. Like I said, 15-pound fluorocarbon line. My jig rod, got a little black and blue jig, and this is the Lunkers TV Defender Series, my favorite. It's a very good rod, high quality, good price point, very sensitive. I caught many fish off of this rod as well. Haven't had a problem with it, and I'm gonna continue to use it until it breaks. This is gonna be the last rod. Maybe we'll do one more. Once again, it's getting dark. So this is my Spinnerbait rod. This is a 7-foot medium heavy rod. I have this spooled up with 15-pound fluorocarbon line. Most of my lines are usually 12 to 15-pound fluorocarbon line. This is also a favorite rod, Lunkers TV rod as well. And it's on a Shimano Corrado 201 HG reel, and this one's also 7.4 to 1. So I try to keep most of my rods pretty much the same. My line size don't usually change. I don't usually go lower than 10, and I don't usually go higher than 15. I'm not fishing super thick cover, so I don't really need anything more than 15. Now if you're going down to Florida and you're fishing the Everglades or Lake Okeechobee, you might want to go up to 20-25 pound fluorocarbon line, fishing those big heavy grass mats. So where I'm fishing, it's pretty clear and it's not very thick cover. Most of it's rocks, so I try to stay within that 10 to 12 to 15 pound line, depending on which bait I'm fishing. But for a spinnerbait, 15-pound fluorocarbon line works pretty good. These are gonna be my rods for now. Once again, it's getting dark and I just wanted to get a video out, and like I said, my goal is to start posting more videos and slowly just start inching up the quality of the videos. So I got my GoPro set up, everything. I got the audio problem fixed, I think, so everything should be running pretty smooth. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that like button down below. Give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified every single time I upload a video, and then you can watch it. Watch all the great content that I'm about to put out, because I plan on putting out a lot of fishing videos. Start fishing this year, do a lot of it, creek fishing now with I got that ultralight rod, and hopefully, you know, we could get on some nice trout. Definitely gonna get on some nice bass. I got the boat back there ready to go, batteries charged, so it's supposed to be real crappy tomorrow and real crappy this weekend. So once again, maybe I'll try to get into the creeks a little bit. So subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.